Hello, everybody, and welcome back to episode 2 of what I am now calling The Daylight Show. This is my new little side podcast series where we take a break from Dead by Daylight and connect on a deeper level. Anything life is fair game, and in today's video, I'm going to talk to you guys about 3 insanely strong mindsets that I have been using for probably the last 2 years now, and they have really helped me as far as just getting out of dark places, as far as gaining perspectives on difficult life situations. These are 3 mindsets I frequently fall back to, and they have helped me out immensely, and I think they will help you out as well. Whatever you're going through, guys, like struggling with your finances, struggling with your careers, trying to figure out the purpose of your life, dating, relationships, loss, pain, suffering, the amount of things that can go wrong in the world is daunting. There's so many ways things can go wrong for you, and I think a lot of times that really messes people up because they don't have the proper core beliefs and mindsets instilled. And honestly, I was no exception to that. So if you don't know, guys, I've been in a lot of low places throughout my life. You know, back in high school, I was a very chubby kid, overweight, very low self-esteem, chronically depressed, couldn't talk to chicks, got to the gym, got over that struggle, learned how to date, learned how to have girlfriends. Fast forward to my mid-20s, and then again, another low point. It's like life is just cyclical. There's always high points and there's always low points, and I think I've had a lot of low points. My most recent one being about 2 years ago. I got to this point where I was just in such a low vibrational state that I was chronically stressed out. I felt like I had no purpose. I felt like there was no point in me being alive. I was very much nihilistic. I didn't have much faith, if any of that, back then. I was just depressed and I didn't see the point of life. And because I didn't see the point of life, I would drink. I would drink a lot, guys. I was drinking heavily, and I would just drink, because that was the only way I could numb the pain, and that was the only way I could find any kind of relief, even if it was just for a split second, guys. I would go out to the bar, I would drink, I would come home, I would drink, and I wouldn't stop drinking, and it got to the point where I was literally destroying my life, guys, like self-sabotage to the max. I was ruining relationships, I was ruining friendships, I had no desires or ambitions for my life anymore. I didn't want to play this game anymore. Like everything was going wrong. My ex-girlfriend at the time dumped me. I was pretty close to getting fired from work because I would just call in. Like, I did not want to physically show up to work because I just didn't really care about anything anymore. And then I don't know what happened, but by some grace or miracle, I woke up one day and enough was enough, and I had went through enough pain and enough bullshit that I'm like, okay, this is no way to live my life. It's either I accept that my life is over now, or I man up and I pick myself out of this hell that I built for myself. And it wasn't easy. It definitely wasn't easy, and I think I had watched some YouTube videos to get me on the right path. But fast forward to today, guys, like, oh my god, absolute night and difference. So next week is actually going to be 700 days sober for me. 2 years next month, February 9th. The day I had my last Dos Equis and my last shot of whiskey, and I told myself this was not the life I wanted to live, and this was not the person I wanted to be. And through trials and tribulations and just learning how to take care of myself better, getting back to the gym, meditating, focusing on my mindset, focusing on gratuity exercises, focusing on challenging my limiting beliefs, my negative thoughts, the beliefs that were holding me back, and just writing them down and saying enough's enough. I'm tired of living like this, and I'm tired of believing these false limiting beliefs. My life started to change, guys, and now I'm 2 years down the road, and life is so much better. I have joy again, guys. I have passion again. Is my life perfect? No, not by a long shot, but I feel ready and willing and happy to play this game of life. And I've got dreams. I've got goals for myself. I've got things I want to do. I've got places I want to be. I've got things I want to build. The channel, DVD builds, not just about Dead by Daylight builds, but, building up our life as well, guys. And I'm happy. I'm happy. I don't stress out much anymore, and I don't ever cope with life with any drugs or alcohol because, I've been there and it was a very dark place to be. And kind of coming back to the topic of this video, I know I rambled a little bit on my backstory, but that's where I'm coming from. And these are 3 mindsets that I have been carrying with me, I swear, since pretty much like that first week I got sober, because I knew when I quit drinking alcohol, I was going to need to work on my mindset, and I needed some strong beliefs that could help me whenever I was having those low days, whenever I wanted to go back to the drinking, whenever I wanted to go back to those negative thoughts that I was stuck in. And the thing is, guys, we are a byproduct of our life experiences, and sometimes against our own will, the world molds us into a certain version of ourselves. And it's not until we take a step back and start challenging all of our limiting beliefs and challenging everything we learned and challenging why we feel or think certain things about situations that the doors open up and you could be something more than you ever thought you could be. You don't have to be this version of yourself that you are today. If you guys are happy the way you are today, then that's great. But if you are unhappy or there's things you want to work on, you don't have to be stuck there, guys. And that for me was just the most mind-blowing thing I could ever learn, is that I had the power to challenge my thoughts, and I had the power to challenge my beliefs, and I had the power to challenge my views of myself and the world around me. And that is why I'm talking to you guys today about these 3 things. So anyways, kind of a long intro, but the first thought that I love, and this is one I always connect with after I meditate, and I do meditate probably 4 times a week, at least 20 to 30 minutes at a time. You don't have to do it that long, but hear me out, guys. In the end, everything will be okay. And if it's not okay, then that means it's not the end. Let that sit for a second. One more time. In the end, everything will be okay. And if it's not okay now, then that means it's not the end. And guys, that is just such a strong mentality to have. That's a winner's mentality, guys. Whenever your life is shit and whenever something is going wrong, if you're going through a breakup, if your finances aren't right, if life is hard for you right now, if you're feeling depressed over a relationship, if you haven't succeeded or built up the life you want to have yet, take a step back, take a deep breath, breathe in, and tell yourself, in the end, it'll be okay. And if it's not okay right now, well, then that means it's not the end, guys. You still have tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, hopefully next year, hopefully the next 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years. Guys, it is not over until it's over. So whenever you're blue and you're feeling down and you're in the dumps, reconnect with this phrase. In the end, everything will be okay. And if it's not okay, my friends, it's not the end. And that thought alone has really helped me through some dark moments, and some moments when I feel like giving up, and some moments when I feel like quitting, and I feel like I'm not good enough and I'm not doing enough with my life. I remind myself, in the end, it'll all be okay. And because it's not okay today, doesn't mean it's not the end. Means it's not the end. So guys, I invite you, please steal that mindset. It's a very beautiful way to look at the world, and it's just good, dude. There's not much more to say about it. It's just a really good thing to feel and actually believe. The second thing comes from this idea called amor fati. It's a Latin phrase. It literally means loving your fate, no matter what that may be. And it's such a powerful thing. So what it essentially means is, guys, fall in love with the journey of your life. Fall in love with your fate, with your destiny, no matter what it is, no matter where you're at in life. If you're just still in high school, enjoy your journey. If you're still working minimum wage, enjoy your journey. If you're getting your first girlfriend or haven't got your first girlfriend yet, enjoy your journey. If you're 50 years old and balding, but you can, and out of shape, but you're trying to get back to the gym, enjoy your journey. It's about enjoying your experience of life, the good, the bad, and literally everything in between. So the phrase I like to tell myself for this one is, I surrender to the unfolding of my life. I accept and embrace the process. Again, I surrender to the unfolding of my life or journey, whichever word you want to use, they're interchangeable. I accept and embrace the process. And this really helps change your mentality. You start to look at the world not as a victim anymore, because you are completely accepting of your life situation. But not only that, you embrace it. You embrace where you're at in life. You embrace your journey. You embrace the hardships you're going through. You embrace the suffering. You embrace the good times. When you have this mindset that you are just going to love your fate, no matter what that fate may be, it's hard for things to get to you. It doesn't mean you're perfect. You are still going to have those bad days. There's still going to be those hard times, but at least you have a better outlook when you look at them. And you don't have to be going down the ladder of negative thoughts, spiraling depression. You can stop it by telling yourself, I'm in love with my fate. I surrender to my journey. I accept and embrace the process. And that's all you got to do, guys. Carry on during the hard times, carry on during those hard moments, and carry on as we discuss my third phrase here. So those are two mindsets I have, guys. And the third mindset is a very simple one. And it's literally so simple, guys. It's everything I need is within me. I repeat it one more time. Everything I need is within me. It's so simple and it's so good, guys. And I think why this one is so strong is because we live in a consumer society. We live in a world that is constantly telling us we're not enough. We are always trying to keep up with the Joneses. We're looking on Instagram, we're looking on TikTok, Snapchat, Facebook, and we're seeing everything unfold around us. We're seeing happy families, we're seeing people getting new cars, we're seeing people getting new clothes, we're seeing celebrities getting famous, we see these entrepreneurs making 6 figures a year, we see all these big businesses, we see people changing the world, we see people traveling the world for a living, we see people doing all kinds of stuff, and it's almost poison for our souls, because if you look at that stuff too much, you will inevitably feel bad that you're not doing more with your life, and you'll feel like you need to do those things. You'll feel like you need to be traveling the world, backpacking Europe for like 3 months, or you'll feel like you need to have a 7-figure business, or you'll feel like you need to have a really hot girlfriend, or you'll feel like it's too late for you to settle down and have kids because all your friends have done it and you haven't done it yet. You will easily let the world get to you, and because that's what the world wants, guys. America, consumer society, it revolves around the dollar and making you feel like you're inadequate the way you are, because they want you to buy their shit. They want you to buy things to fill the void, and that is just the way the world is, and that's the way the economy is. But it's not true, guys, because everything you need is within you. You don't need anything else. Take a deep breath, put your hand over your chest, feel your heart beating inside your chest. Take a big breath, feel your lungs expand. You've got 2 arms, you've got 2 legs, you are alive. You have the brain power and the capacity to build whatever life you want to build. You can be whoever you want to be. You can do the things you want to do. And it's not because, and you shouldn't ever feel like you're not enough because of what the world has. So once more, guys, everything you need is within you. Everything I need is within me. Sometimes it's hard to feel that, and that's why it's even more important that we reconnect with that belief, because it is true. We are all whole, full, finished, completed products as we are today. That does not mean you stop growing, though. That does not mean you stop working on yourself. That does not mean that you just accept the way you are today and never try to do anything else with your life, because then you'll be sad, then you'll be depressed. Happiness comes from growth. Happiness comes from progression. Yes, you're perfect just the way you are today, But the best thing about that is that no one's really perfect. And the whole idea of perfection is, in my mind, people who are perfect are the ones who are not perfect because they're working each and every day to progress their lives, to be better, to be a work in progress. That imperfection makes you perfect, in my opinion. So in summary, guys, in the end, everything will be okay. And if it's not okay, that means it's not the end. Surrender to the journey of your life, accept and embrace whatever outcome comes your way. And don't ever forget that everything you need, you already have, dude. Brother, sister, it's within you guys. Take these. I hope they help make your 2023 a little bit better. I will see you guys on the next one. Please leave a like if you enjoyed this video, comment down below, and connect with me on a deeper level. Let me know what you guys thought about this, and subscribe to the channel if you're not already part of the family, because, well, what are you waiting for, guys? We've got DVD content and mental health content trying to help you guys build up better mindsets and a better life. I'll see you on the next one, friends.